What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are, of course, reacting to the NFL schedule drop. I believe many months ago, we did know about the teams each team was playing, I'm pretty sure, unless that was leaked information. But now we know when they're playing, where they're playing, I would say how they're playing, but I would assume we have to wait, right? Especially if you're a Packers fan like me, because we have no idea who the quarterback is going to be. Is it going to be Bortles? Who knows? We'll maybe talk about that a little bit later. I don't think there's much to really talk about. We also may have a stream tonight at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do have to be up a little bit earlier than I thought I was going to be to go somewhere tomorrow, so we'll see. It might be a short stream. You'll know in the community tab or if there's a live notification. Regardless, the schedule's out. And does it appear that we're actually going to be seeing some preseason football? Boy, would that be great. I would love to see that. And it appears that that's the case, right? So, only 3 games of preseason, which is, I don't know why I got into that accent. The Texans, I mean, that really doesn't do anything for anyone. The Texans' regular roster is basically a preseason roster. Sorry. Jets, kind of similar there too. You don't really get to see a whole lot, I guess. I mean, the teams, it's an NFL team, obviously. I'm joking a bit, but, it isn't as good as, facing, the Bills here. That's not a bad week. Week 3, I'll take them over week 1. Get the hell out of here. As we see an afternoon game. These are all in Central Standard Time, by the way. So if you get weirded out, you're like, wait, the games are at 11 and 2 and what? No, it's not. Okay, stop. But afternoon game against the Saints. When's the last time the Packers played the Saints for the home opener? Was that in 2011? 2012? I don't even know. But the Lions, it seems like the Packers don't play the Lions early too often. Let me see if that's true, actually. I load up the wrong thing. I don't care. I don't care. The Niners in week 3. So you have yourself a potential loss. Obviously, if Rodgers doesn't play, I mean, I care about the season, obviously. It'd be very intriguing, maybe even more intriguing than normal, but I'm not going to put a whole lot of eggs in the basket accordingly. I still believe in the team. It's a weird thing, right? But you get what I'm saying. But we're going to assume that Rodgers is going to be back with the Packers. The Blake Bortles signing means basically nothing. I don't know why anyone would think that changes anything at all. For one, it's preseason, so he doesn't even have to make the squad. He hasn't even played. What was the money, actually? I mean, when you consider the fact that Blake Bortles basically not played for over a year, and his contract he did play for was like a 1 year, $1 million. It's not going to be very much risk, especially with the Packers cap situation anyway. So the Blake Bortles signing means about the same as if they signed Blake Bortles. I don't know what to tell you. It really means absolutely nothing, and there's no guarantee that he's going to be on the roster. However, it could also, I'm not going to say it indicates anything, but you could also see maybe a cap hit trade of Love if that's one of the big things Rodgers wants. I don't know. It'd be kind of petty. It'd be kind of pathetic. And honestly, I would love to see Love, ironically enough, tweet something out about how he's being a big baby about it. That'd be hilarious. But, obviously use a little more fighting words. But with the Niners, so the Saints, we'll go over, what we think later. The Steelers, okay, that's pretty tough. The Bengals, they could be tough. The Bears, that's not an easy game. By week 6, we could see Fields starting. It would not. I would say week 7 is probably the sweet spot for Fields starting. Washington football team, not an easy team. Cardinals, not an easy team. Chiefs, obviously not an easy team. Seahawks, not an easy team. Vikings, not easy. Rams, not easy. The Bears, once again, not easy. Ravens, not easy. Browns, not easy. Vikings, not easy. The Lions aren't even technically easy. So basically, your only quote-unquote easy games for the year are the Lions. This is like the toughest schedule anyone's almost ever had. This is insane. So I will say, with every single team, the Saints, the Niners, the Steelers, who, you can't really tell where they're going to be, especially last season, after last season's finish, Cardinals, there's a lot of teams here that are 50-50s, but if we're going to call it realistically, what I predict is the Packers beat the Saints. I think, once again, these are all assuming Rodgers is coming back. If not, there's just a huge question mark for the entire season, so it's completely irrelevant to predict without him. I think they beat the Saints. They beat the Lions. The Niners could have some question marks at quarterback. Injuries could plague both teams. I'm going to give the Niners the win, especially in San Fran. I know beating the Saints in New Orleans isn't easy either, but I think the Packers can do it. They beat them with Drew Brees. Of course, it kind of was because of a Taysom Hill fumble. But even though Brees was shaky, he still would have been, or would be, better than anyone on their current quarterbacking roster. Steelers at home, I think the Packers can beat that or win that. So 3-1. Bengals, they should beat them. 4-1. The first game against the Bears is always tougher, so I'm actually going to give that to Bears. 4-2. Washington at home. I'm going to say 4-3. In Arizona, not easy, but 5-3. At Chiefs, 5-4. Seattle, 6-4. Vikings, I think the Packers are going to sweep the Vikings. So 7-4, 8-4, 9-4, 9-5, 9-6, 10-6, 11-6 is where I have Green Bay ranked. Which, you know, that's not crazy, right? Oh, was this playing the whole time? Who gives a damn? But that's not crazy high expectations for a team that just got the number 1 seed. But I could easily see a lot of these going completely south. The Packers could easily lose to the Vikings both times this season. The Packers and the Lions, they've been splitting, you know, majorly lately. Packers aren't really as consistent against the Lions as they used to be. I know the Lions are in a bit of a spot, but you know they're not the worst team in the world. It's an NFL team. It's not like the Texans, where you can kind of argue, is it an NFL team anymore? I know they signed a lot of veterans that once upon a time were pretty decent, and they will help. And I think the Texans did as well as they could outside of the draft, all things considered. I mean, I think the quarterback pick was all right, but everything else was a little iffy. But, yeah, this is a tough schedule. I don't know about the other teams, if there's any other teams that have a tougher schedule. I don't really want to look at that. I'd rather look at the league schedule and see who has the fun games. So, of course, Thursday night game, a little weird that this is the starter. I'm not sure why. It's a good matchup, I think, assuming injuries aren't a thing. You know, somebody gets injured in preseason or anything like that. But it's a little weird that they'd be playing the Cowboys. But sure, all these games, you know, there's some decent ones in there. Chiefs-Browns are pretty fun. Patriots-Dolphins could be some fun. Titans-Cardinals. There's some decent ones in there. Washington versus Los Angeles, the Chargers. That's not bad, actually. And then the next Thursday night game, this is one of those classic, like, why do they do it every time? It's going to be a bore fest, probably. We'll see, obviously, though. Niners and Eagles could be more competitive than we think. I think that'd be a game a lot of people probably would watch. What else do we have? Chiefs versus Ravens, obviously, that's pretty godly. And then the Packers Monday night game, you know, it's a little iffy. It's, you know, it could go either way, but assuming Rodgers is playing, you'd imagine a pretty big win for Green Bay. I don't know many people that are excited for that game, I'll be honest. Chiefs-Chargers, that should be a fun one. Bears-Browns actually be a lot better than I think people would expect it to be. The Jaguars versus the Cardinals, that's going to be a fun one. Packers-Niners, a lot of people will watch that. Eagles-Cowboys could be fun. Will it matter in the end? We'll see. Vikings-Seahawks, those are always pretty good matchups. I actually kind of look forward to that. And then we have another kind of iffy Thursday. So we got some iffy Thursday night games. I know the first pick overall versus first pick overall, but, you know, I guess, but I don't know where each team is going to rank in the end. When we come back, you know, many months from now, to be fair, we're going to look at this and probably assume it meant basically nothing. Anything else here that are pretty good? Vikings-Browns, Packers-Steelers, you know, kind of a Super Bowl 45 rematch. Patriots-Buccaneers, I don't know how that isn't the Thursday night game or a Monday nighter. Chargers-Raiders, yeah, that's a little surprising. That's got to be like the game of the year, right? Like, I'm not sure that the Patriots are going to be competitive enough, but we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, him coming, we're not back, but, you know, going up against the Patriots, that's a huge one. This should be a lot of fun. What else do we have in here? I'm probably going to miss some because I'm trying to go over it fast enough so you're not sitting here watching this video all day. The late night games there, Sunday night and Monday night football, those are pretty fun. Week 6 game. What do we got? Bucks-Eagles. It's a little iffy. I'm not really sure why. Why are they so high on the Eagles? It's very strange. Chiefs-Washington could be fun. Packers-Bears, 12 o'clocker. I mean, I don't know why that. Is it the Packers and Bears? I didn't look at it, but did they not play one time on, like, Thursday or Monday? Surely they do, right? Surely they do. Bills, Titans should be fun. Let's go through this a little bit quicker. Seahawks, Saints, Colts, Niners. You get the drift, but just in case you guys are watching this and your favorite team, a Thursday night against the Cardinals, interesting. Is in case you're, you're watching this and you don't have access to the app or something for whatever reason. I guess you can kind of track what your team is through this. Obviously, a lot of the games near the end of the season will be subject to change. Is this like Thanksgiving or Christmas? Why is it so like, why is it separated? That's very strange. Okay. I thought I seen something about the Packers playing on like one of the holiday days. Falcons, Patriots. I mean, that would be cool like a year ago or so, but maybe not now. That'd be actually 2 years ago by the time that goes, pretty much. This must be, Thanksgiving. So Bears, Lions, Cowboys, Raiders. That one should be fun, right? The first one and the last one could be fun, so a little bit better Thanksgiving Day games, I suppose. Let's keep going. Week 13 now. Cowboys, Saints could be fun. Patriots, Bills on Monday. A lot of the same teams on Thursday and Monday. And some teams that aren't like really relevant anymore, to be honest. And again, what am I saying? The Packers are going to be on that list soon? Oh, man. Games not scheduled. Huh? Is that something you could do? Is it like... What? I don't even know. Aha! Packers versus Browns. Not bad. Not bad at all. I like that a lot. Week 17 now. Hopefully that game will matter, though. Vikings there. And then week 18. What the hell is... Yeah, the bye weeks. All right, I mean, that's pretty much the scheduling. As far as the Blake Bortles situation goes, like I said, he hasn't really played football much at all. So... you're not really expecting him to be the guy to take over the reins. At this point, I'd imagine if Rodgers is out, Love would just be the starter straight up. I don't see how Bortles could just come in, barely play. I know Love hasn't really played, but he's probably been practicing this whole time. Then again, Bortles is probably practiced. I don't know, dude. But of all the options, it's not the worst name in the world. The question is, does that affect the Rodgers situation? Because, I don't know how smart... Rodgers seems smart, right? But there's been a lot of reports coming out that makes me think maybe he's not so smart with some of the team decisions he wants to go to, some of the decisions he's thinking about that just completely ignore cap. Similar to, what these re-signings, like Aaron Jones being... If Aaron Jones was let go, a lot of people have said, oh, that's a really good move. But all the people saying that, like me, don't realize that Rodgers would be even more pissed if he lost Aaron Jones, right? If he's mad about Kumaro, he's got to be pissed about Aaron Jones if he were to be gone, right? Also, I would imagine he's pissed about Jordy Nelson, but of course, I don't think that was a Gutekunst move. I think it was a year before him. I can't really remember the timelines. But overall, the Bortles thing, is it now there's two veterans on the roster? I know there was veterans before, but, Bortles is kind of a proven vet. He's not, proven, but you know what I mean. He's more proven than, Tim Boyle or something like that. But I don't know how that affects the Rodgers situation at all. Probably not much. I imagine with Rodgers being offered all these extensions, these max contracts or whatever, and he's not taking them just wholeheartedly right now, maybe it is actually pretty damn serious and he actually could be out. I just still don't think it is. Before, when it was kind of breaking, I was like, oh, maybe that sucks. He's gone. But now I'm thinking more and more. I'm like, okay, the draft's passed. I know June's going to be a very interesting month for Green Bay. But in general, it just doesn't feel like there's much of a way out for him other than retiring. But I don't know. It just seems like he's either going to be a Packer or just not in the league. I don't know. It's really strange. Let me know what you guys think of that. Let me know what you guys think of your team schedule. What's your favorite team? If you're unsubjective and you're just like, oh, the Packers don't have the hardest schedule, it's this team. I can look at it and be like, oh, damn, that's true. They are very tough of a schedule. Let me know in the comment section below. I'm always curious to see what your guys' thoughts are. Maybe the Blake Bortles thing you have an opinion on. But yeah, this is a tough schedule for Green Bay, obviously. And considering where they have to go to New Orleans. They have to go to San Francisco. We don't have to go to Pittsburgh, which is a great thing. But the Pittsburgh Steelers, even though they are a good roster, in my opinion, aren't as good as the Saints or Niners. But, we'll see. We obviously will see. They got some offensive firepower as well through the draft, so you never know. Arizona, that's not a great place to play. Kansas City. The Packers got some tough pulls. They got some really tough pulls. Baltimore. Could you really... The only thing that could have made this schedule tougher is if instead of at home for Pittsburgh, if we were away. If we were at home against the Bengals and we were away at the Steelers, it really wouldn't be much tougher than that, to be honest. But yeah, there's no break. Where's the break? You have You have the Saints, okay, Lions, kind of a break. Then you go back to the Niners and the Steelers, kind of a break with the Bengals. Divisional game, especially with the Bears improving, not a break, 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 not a break. Like, where's your breaks? Your quote-unquote break is if you're doing well and you have a bye week chance and you're playing the Lions. That's the closest thing to a break you have, week 18. And there's really no break in here. I guess maybe week 5 and 6 you can debate. Maybe, but man, it's a tough schedule. Like I said, let me know all those things in the comment section below. Like I said, there should be a stream tonight at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. If not, there'll be something in the community tab. But if there isn't, or if there is, there will be a stream tomorrow regardless. So definitely keep an eye out on that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!